Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 25. I can't believe it's only been 25 episodes. So much has happened. So much has happened in 25 episodes. All sponsored by Martin Mancini. Uh, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Don't matter. Got a late start here. Oops. At least I think it's a late start. I lost track of how we normally do things. It doesn't really matter. It's snowing again. That sucks. But here we are, getting after it. Same old, same old. I thought I had more
Yeah.
to talk about.
What I neglected to mention was that blood pressure headache of mine is not being helped by the allergy problem.
Look, as somebody who is well versed in blood pressure headaches, I get it.
They're not fun.
Did you get the sweet, sweet taste of metal?
No,
Ah, that's good.
my blood pressure wasn't that high.
Good. That's nice to hear.
Thankfully, it's never been that high.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It hasn't been. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
What got your blood pressure so high?
Just a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay. So one of them days.
Yeah, everything. It just all kind of dogpiled.
Yep. I get it.
It all just kind of snuck up and said, dogpile.
Mark will be here this session. He's just getting off of work at 6, and like I said, we kind of got a late start. I don't know how long we want to do this talking for. I kind of want to do this now because it'll be nice. We finally got the art for Vesa, and I want to show you guys that up close. There she is, folks. The artist is incredible. It is Mad Troll Hunter on Twitter. Mad Troll Hunter does incredible work. I've known them for years. Good people. That is their Twitter right down here. At Mad Troll Hunter on Twitter. I'll pull that image back up just because now you guys can enjoy it for a little bit longer. It's better than seeing our disclaimer for 10 minutes. Gotta remember to put the link or the Twitter in the description below. If I don't remember, please say something because y'all should go check her out. Flame is going to want to have heard that, but I don't know if he's actually coming or if he just said that because he was tired and didn't understand the question.
Coughing and sneezing, coughing and sneezing.
Chaos got called away for chores, so that's going to be kind of. I'm not sure when he's coming back.
I don't know, man.
I was going to say, considering we haven't heard from Flame all day, I'm guessing he's still asleep, and that's fine. He came back from Mexico, so I can't imagine he's actually in any condition to get after it.
Probably not.
Oh, he's starting to type. This will have our official ruling. just trying to kill time until Chaos gets back at this point. We gotta come up with something, Trucker. We're usually bad
Okay,
at
well,
this.
I thought I was going to pass out from a little bit of pain earlier because I was laughing so hard. It has taken a very long time, but Dragon Ball Evolution has been dethroned on IMDb's worst rated movie.
I don't know if we can mention that without issue.
It took a long time, but something finally dethroned it. I won't say by what, because we'll probably get in trouble for it, but
We'll have to start a movie review channel, just the two of us. We've
oh,
both
I would love to.
we've both watched enough movies to review movies at this point.
I'll just say this: Dragon Ball Evolution has a 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb, but this particular movie has a 2.3.
We call that significance in statistics.
It took 16 years, but something finally dethroned Dragon Ball Evolution. That's crazy.
Oh, you wanna hear another uh, fun with Pokemon fact with Mare here?
Hit me with.
So I went to the shop that I like to go get the cards from, and I bought one of the sets that I've featured on the channel many times that is always disappointing. And I decided I'm not going to film that one. I'll open that one, and then I bought something else that I planned to film because it was so great when I did it by myself the last time, and I just like the set. So even if I get a bunch of duplicates, I'm still gonna be happy. I pulled my very first hyper rare card off camera, which is just brilliant. I think filming my openings has ruined it. I still enjoy doing it. I don't, it's one of those things that I enjoy collecting the cards and I enjoy opening them on camera. So it's just one of those things that I am going to keep doing regardless of if it hurts my chances of getting something good or not.
Oh, I am back.
Chaos is back.
Finally.
That is
luck, luck was
fantastic.
just not on your side for that, wasn't?
Nope, never is. But that's okay. Who needs it?
Alrighty.
Flame will be in a little bit, and Mark is going to be in here probably in the next 10 minutes, and I am comfortable to start. I think I Top Gear recapped. Oh, Flame's messaging me. Beep, beep. I don't understand that guy. Hold on, he's still sending messages. We'll recap it in a minute. I just want to see how he replies.
Wait, are we live?
Yep, have been this for almost. We've been live for almost 10 minutes.
We can say bad words now.
Well, we shouldn't.
Shoot!
We shouldn't be getting excited to use bad words.
Shoot.
Shoot.
I don't even know. I'm gonna hit it with the recap. I'll start the music. We'll get going. That artist again is at Mad Troll Hunter. Just to finish up that ad. So
I don't know about you guys, but Ouchie just doesn't have the same ring and the same righteous feel to it as, some other swears.
so in last week's episode we had Omen the Monk. He has another family reunion. Elijah the Ranger becomes a baby, and the trio of terror gets thwarted. Let's see what happens with all of that right now. As I get the music started. Hopefully I remember to loop it this time. Wouldn't that be something?
Still can't believe that worked.
You won't believe it until it happens, man.
That's right, I gotta switch my view, not your guys' view of the map. Let me get
Just
Steam.
cast reduce on myself and make myself look like a little baby.
It is.
Wee little Bobby.
You guys had finished up your night and gone to rest, and now you're waking up for the morning.
Ooh. I slept like a baby. But don't test.
Smack. Smack, smack.
You guys, I mean, it's up to you if you're going down for breakfast or not.
Of course.
Of course.
You guys make it down to breakfast with the usual cast of smiling faces. Even Miss Kane's down there too. She must have come over sometime this morning. Lillian's up. Jezza's up. Arcane Braids and Nimbleton's still missing.
Look, I know we like to joke about Nixley, but braids.
Even braids? What's his deal? I swear, if he drank himself into a coma, just to hold true to the dwarf stereotype, just to be funny, I'm actually going to smack him.
Well, who knows? Maybe he actually had an undiagnosed case of narcolepsy too.
Nah, something tells me he would have insomnia, not narcolepsy.
Guys,
Yes.
never thought I would ever say this to any of you because I assumed you would have all killed me by now, but you did a great job last night.
No.
That was honestly more a stroke of fortune on our end.
Doesn't matter how you get it done, you got it done.
Well, that's good because how we got it done should never have feasibly worked, but somehow it did.
And I am praising, and I am more than thankful for it happening, because last thing I needed was for him to go berserk and flatten a city block.
I still don't fully trust him, but him going willingly is a little... How do I want to say this? Suspicious.
More upsetting than him putting up a fight.
I don't think you guys would have survived the fight.
That's why I'm glad he went along quietly. Otherwise, there would have been some actual issues.
Something doesn't seem right about it, but it's not our problem. Speaking of things that are not our problem, guess what we're not doing today?
What are we not doing today?
Work. We're all getting the day off.
Finally.
And he throws you your typical... He throws you another sack of money. There you go. Advanced pay.
So, same amount, 130 gold.
Oh no, you guys caught some... You guys caught 3 of the Mac Daddies of crime. You guys have 10 platinum in there.
Ho ho! Hmm.
Elijah chokes on breakfast.
Omen looks Omen looks down at his spade that he's leaned up against his chair. Looks over and looks down at his sack of platinum. Looks over at Jezza. How much would it take to get my spade worked on?
I don't know. I'm not a blacksmith.
Like, do you know a decent blacksmith that's got some that's skilled enough to work with my spade?
He just like produces some sort of like arcane light and goes, "No." I brushed it.
Sorry about that. I accidentally brushed the receiver on my headset, and it wound up cutting out my connection for a second.
That's fine. Yeah, he just goes, "No."
Do you at least know anyone around town that might point me in the right direction, or are you just clueless? Jezza, come on, help me out here.
Well, sure you could. There's kind of blacksmiths everywhere. You should be fine to just walk around and find one, man.
I figured the guy who's I figured someone of your station would at least have some kind of census of the people.
Well, I mean, there's
But
like dwarves to the west, goblins to the south. There's gnomes to the north, and what is to the east? East. Kind of like a hodgepodge of orcs and humans.
I'll pay the dwarves a visit. See if there's someone amongst their rank and seeing amongst their kin that might have some level of skill to work with my spade. At least that's what I got. At least that's will be a good opener for the day. Except for that, I got a decent idea of what I'm going to do to spend my time off. What about you, Elijah?
I have some things I want to try to do now that I have, money to actually do it. I won't feel bad about doing it.
That's good to hear.
Careful, Omen. Don't eat your food so fast.
Sorry, it was really good, and I couldn't help but want to eat it as fast as possible.
Eliza's a good cook.
Absolutely.
Well, no, it's not a day off. If you're spending the entire time with your boss, go do something. Come on. Jessa just kind of like gestures at the door, not in a mean way, but just trying to be friendly.
After finishing up his meal, Omen's gonna pick up his spade and sling it across, throw a loop on his outfit, and walk out the door with his pay in his pocket.
Same.
Apologize, just 1 second. All right. Between the two of you, go ahead and roll me a d20, no modifiers.
12.
18.
Fantastic. Trucker, what are you gonna go do?
I'm going to go try to source some crafting materials, wood, paints.
All right. Are
and
you...
a gem
Sorry?
and a gemstone.
Let's rewind the clock just a little bit. Before you guys are about to leave, that's when Arcane Braids with his brother comes slung around his shoulder through the door.
Good lord, man. Well,
Bent to the ringer much, mate?
Okay. I'm gonna ask this nicely. No more fucking with Arkansas. Or Arizona, whatever the hell that fuckwit's name is.
I can
okay.
fully agree with that.
I'm done chasing him, boys. I don't give a fuck if the king comes down and says it. I'm not hunting after that man no more. If he can get my own flesh and blood this easy, I'm done. I'm not playing that game.
Oh,
Some guard you are.
I don't want to be no fucking guard. I'm an adventurer. That's what I do. I go out. I find exploration. I take my brother out with me. Yes, we have a whole group we go do it with. I've got his back. If I have to worry about some four-on fuckwit in a cloak who can just kidnap my brother and hang him for no fucking reason, then I say fuck this job. I didn't want to do this to begin with. I want to go back out and go do my exploring. I'd rather deal with those fucking Wendigo shits in the woods than some motherfucker who's actively targeting us.
Hey, Arcane Braids, can you dodge? And I need you to make a dex save.
Alrighty, hold on. My character sheet's being a pain in the rear. 25.
You're about to get... You're not paying attention, but something out of the corner of your eye comes flying at you, and you just instinctively reach your hand up, and you're holding a sack of money.
Gracias.
There's 10 platinum in there. These boys earned that for you.
Ah, peachy. What do we do?
Got the rest of them.
I mean, what we do?
Well, I got your information too, but I'm about really sick of it.
More money and guard work.
For now, I just want to rest. I'm taking this fucking oaf over to a real doctor and getting him actually looked at.
Oh no, we've got a pretty solid doctor lady here now.
Yeah, you can...
oh yeah, and she's really good at what she does.
Yeah,
Be careful, she might be a little rough in handling him.
yeah, take your brother to Vessa.
Alright, he'll head to Vessa.
Alright.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Omen will just share a look with Elijah. He has no idea what's coming for him.
Not one.
Alright. We'll go back to you, Elijah. You're trying to find a craft store. Are you going to ask for directions, or are you just trying to find it on your own?
I'll ask for directions.
Somebody tells you that this gnomish guy just tells you as long as you keep walking in the same direction you're going for 3 more blocks and then take a left to head towards the east for a few more blocks, you should see a shop that should have some basic crafting supplies.
Alright. I'll follow those directions.
You eventually find a shop. The directions are a little misleading because you get there a lot sooner because your legs are a lot longer. You almost pass it until you see the sign that says crafts and stuff.
No
I
mics.
wonder if the guy who runs this one is related to the guy who runs magic and stuff. I'll go in.
You just see a nice middle-aged lady, human lady, behind the counter. She's got red hair, pale skin. Just kind of, oh hey, is this your first time?
Yes.
Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
Well, I'm looking for carvable uh, slabs. You know, maybe 5x7,
Stone,
soft enough I
wood,
can carve it. Wood, please.
okay, hard, soft.
Um, Soft.
Okay. Uh, first aisle, 3/4 of the way down to the right.
This is so bizarre. And I'll go down the first aisle and look.
There's various sizes of wood, anything to from like fence posts to just like simple little blocks.
This is so weird. Usually we have to go for the cold wood, but they just have it everywhere.
It's like kind of a palish pink wood that you and some birch wood and some other softer woods that
Ooh.
are scattered around.
Birch.
Yeah, there's birch in abundance.
I'll grab I don't know, 4 or 5 pieces of birch. That way I have extra to work with.
That makes sense.
And then instead of bothering the lady again, I'll start looking for, paint.
Go ahead and roll me a survival.
Something I'm only okay-ish with. 13.
Considering this store is basically like the size and layout of a Dollar General, it's not like you can get lost in here. But you do end up finding the paint after, at first you're like, okay, where the hell do these people keep the paint? And then it's that one product that doesn't belong in the aisle that it's in, and you're like, why? Why is this here? Like, you
Okay.
find the varnish aisle, and you're like, okay, well, surely it's got to be by the varnish, and it's in the nails and screws aisle. The paint is in the nails and screws, and you're like, but why?
And that doesn't make any sense. I'll grab some blue, some black, some white, uh, green. Basically, if they've got like a kid's first paint set
Yeah,
with all the colors in it.
you get the Roy G. Biv white and black kid. It even says 4 kids on it.
Sorry. Then, assuming that this is a lovely actual crafts store, I'll go to see if they have some small chisels and whittling knives.
Well, thanks to the whole rigmarole of trying to find the paint, you know where the tools are, and sure enough, this is where it belongs. You find like a wood carver set.
I'll grab that. And I don't think I'll be able to find the last item here, so I'll go to pay for my stuff.
Ooh, quite a lot of stuff you got here. Oh, let me see. Child's paint set, carving tools, 5 blocks of wood. Be about. It's gonna be about 3 gold.
I'll hand over the 3 gold.
Thank you very much. I hope you're able to complete your project without any frustration.
Me too.
Where's the next place you're heading?
Would I even know where to source an emerald?
No, you're gonna have to ask around again.
I'll ask around.
You start asking around, and some people are just kind of like looking at you weird. You know, it's not like the best neighborhood, but it's not the worst. You know, it's just like a low middle class neighborhood. They're not buying frivolous things, and they're just like, I don't know, dude. Like, figure that out, I guess. Let us know if you find it. And then eventually you find like one of those posher looking people. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, the jewelry store. That's what you're looking for."
You point me towards it, please?
Gems and crystals. It's just up the road.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem.
He was nice for wearing, upper crust clothes. I'll start heading in the direction he pointed me to.
It takes you about 10 minutes to get there, but you do finally see a very nice, sign that says, Orion's Jewelry.
Oh. Okay, let's see if he has what I need. And I'll kind of peer through the door if it has glass on it.
Oh yeah, it does. This is the only truly hideous building in the whole area. It looks like an Apple store with the big giant windows.
Oh. Like very, almost sheepish. I'll make my way through the door, just waiting for somebody to go, "Get out of here, you don't belong here."
As you walk in, you hear, "Huh? Who are you? I can't see you. Come to the counter."
How can you not see me?
"I can't
I'll
see you.
go.
You come down here to me."
Come over to the corner.
You get to the counter, and you're like, okay, there's nobody here. What's happening? And then you look down, and there's a very old gnome.
Oh. Okay, that explains that. Hello, sir.
He's doing that thing where he refuses to look up. He goes, "How are you? What can I do for you?"
Oh, I'm trying to find a circular or square cut emerald, please.
Pick me up. Put me on the counter. I can't find my box. Don't be shy. Hurry up with it.
All right. And I'll just kind of like gently, with no extra pressure applied, just pick him up.
Do you do it slow, or are you just like doing it normal?
Slowly.
I'm not your wife, boy. You can pick me up and get after it. Like I said, come on.
All right, I'll pick up the speed a little bit and I'll set him on the counter.
He kind of like does that thing where he's trying to get his balance real quick. He goes, "Okay, emeralds." And as you're looking, you see that he's, long black or long white hair, long white beard, and he's got faded blue eyes. And he just starts walking around the counter top. And he's like, "Emeralds, you say, huh?"
Yes, sir, emeralds.
Okay, and what quality?
Good, better.
Good or better. Okay. You said square or circle. Well, I need you to be more specific. I got many shapes.
Square, please.
Square it is. He walks over you start following where he's going, and you start seeing it go from the colorless diamonds to pearls to yellow stones, all the way to blue, and then it hits green. And he stops. He goes, "All right, boy, I've screwed up. I'm gonna need you to put me back down on the ground behind the counter."
I'll pick him back up and gently set him down on the floor.
"I'm gonna need you to find me that box, boy. I'm not what I used to be." And as he starts opening up the counter,
What does the box look like?
it's behind the counter somewhere. You're gonna have to just go and find it.
People are gonna think I'm robbing this guy. And I'll start looking.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation to find this box.
Ten.
You just can't find this thing, and eventually you tell him that, and he goes, "Just go in the back room and find it." And as you walk back there, you see another middle-aged gnomish man, and he goes, "What are you doing back here?"
The old man. Sorry. The guy on the floor behind the counter told me to come back here and look for a box.
"Damn it, Dad." He just starts walking back out, and he goes, "Hey, it's right there where you left it, right where you were standing when he first came in." That old man, I swear. He just starts dragging the box over to him.
Very uncomfortable, Elijah.
The gentleman pulls out a small box and sets it down in front of you. It's filled with emeralds. These are the better ones.
Okay.
What is this for, boy?
I don't know if y'all have any equivalent here. My people call them intention totems. I need an emerald.
Intentions to do what with an emerald?
Well,
Boy, I'm too old. By the time you spit this out, I'm going to be long since buried.
it's nothing to do with intentions with the emerald. It's going to somebody.
What kind of somebody? Family? Love interest? Mother? Mother-in-law? God forbid?
No, I don't have any of those. But interest, I suppose.
You sure you want to cheap out on better?
Look, I haven't done this in a long time, okay? What are the best emeralds you got?
He just puts the box away, and then he pulls out a very small box and opens it, and they're almost see-through, but still, they're like dark green glass.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Sure is. It really sends a message.
I hope it does. How much per this one? And I point at like it's not really so much square cut, I guess you would call it, like a rounded rectangle.
Rounded rectangle. Right. Then you want this one. He points to the one to the left of the other one.
That would do.
How good are these prospects looking, boy?
I'm not entirely sure.
You don't breed much hope, do you?
Well, where I'm from, hope isn't really a crutch. It's more like a forlorn thing.
Did you come from hell, son?
Uh, no,
Oh, okay.
it's far too cold for that. Um, I come from Vuldar.
Oh, give me one moment for the gentleman. Oh, oh my. Oh, ugh. I'm very sorry to hear that.
There's not really anything there for me anymore, so
I got
I'm trying to see if I can make the best for myself here.
hell. My brother, he went up there for a little while. He said it was less than there was less than nothing. My goodness, you poor soul. Okay, I know this is gonna sound like a lot of money, but down here it's really not a lot of money. So please keep your pants on if you're wearing any. I can't really see so good. Oh, we're gonna call it 500 gold.
I'm very quickly getting used to the difference in price. That seems more than reasonable to me. I'll put a platinum piece down on the counter and like slide it towards the edge where he might be able to grab it.
Damn it, boy, I'm not fragile. I'm just old. He just picks it up and puts it in his pocket. Boy, I hope this works out, though. It was a very pretty piece. I'd hate to see it go to waste.
Uh, I think she'll like it.
They better. I made this myself.
Well, it is a very nice stone.
My boy, he's getting close, but I don't know. Get a little nervous with him around them tools.
Sometimes you gotta have faith.
Oh, I know everybody with their faith. They've got such commodities nowadays. Well, you best be off. I wouldn't want to keep that gem out in the open and, collecting dust. You got a lady to go impress with it.
I'll pick it up and put it in my bag, and I'll thank him, and I'll be back on my way.
I gots to go read my stories now. He just steps off the counter onto the box and walks away.
What a nice old man, I'll say once I'm outside.
Smoking a cigarette as his son. Who did you meet in there?
uh, the very old, small fella.
Yeah, I know, that's my dad. He's not nice. He's a monster.
Well, I mean, he seems to have high hopes for you in the business.
I know. I'm just frustrated caregiver. Gotta watch after him and all.
I'll cherish them while they're here.
No, he's a good old man.
He said he was going to read his stories. Although I don't see how that. Does he have like some kind of magic reading device?
No, he's playing with you. He can see just fine. He's still carving gems. I think he's just hysterical. He just says his eyesight's going. He thinks he's doing a bad job.
Well, he said this gem that I bought, he made, and I took him at his word for it.
He just looks at it real fast with almost like you're just showing him it's kind of a pointless picture. He just kind of glances at it and goes, "Yep, that's his."
Well, I hope everything goes well with picking up the family business there.
No, it's gonna be a lot, but I can do it.
That's the attitude. With that kind of mental outlook, everything will be all right. Trying to get used to that myself.
It's plenty of time for things that started off rough to go well.
Indeed.
Now, go off like my father said. He's right. You don't want that collecting dust.
Yeah. And I'll leave and head back toward Jez's house.
Are you going to get to work on this right away?
Yes.
I'm going to need... Flame, what's the crafting check? Sleight of hand, or is it just dex?
A crafting check, you said?
Yeah.
Does he have specific tools to do it by any chance?
Yep.
Let me guess. Wood carving tools, right?
Yep.
You can use wisdom or dex depending on how you want to do it. Wisdom is more common with those kind of tools because it's your mind, but you can run dex too, and you get to add your modifier to this because he has the tools.
Right. Alright, cool. I'll let you pick, Trucker.
Dex.
Alright.
I've never been happier in my life. That's 22. 17 plus 5.
It's not... It doesn't come quick, but it comes real well. You know, you take your sweet time. This will take you just until before dinner, essentially.
All right.
But you do get it done.
That's good to know. Whew.
Is there anything else you're doing?
No, other than making sure this thing is as good as I can make it, you know, painting and all that.
Yeah, certainly. Mostly I'm just asking, are you wanting me to switch over to another person, or are
Oh,
you...
you can go ahead and go over to somebody else.
Okay. I just need to do one thing real quick. I want to get Flame out of here just because you know, he's gotta get moving, so I'm gonna... Are you heading over to Yield and Dr. Flame? Vessa? He's muted. He'll get unmuted in a moment.
Sorry.
Are you heading to Vessa?
Yeah, I'll head to Vessa.
Alright. Get you swapped over properly. You take the very easy walk to, we'll get the people that aren't around off the board here. We'll just set them off to the side. She's not going to be at work either. There you go. Oh, Creepy Johnny ain't going to be there either.
Oh, fuck. Creepy Johnny, why are you here?
Alright. This artwork, once again, you know, bring her back up just because everybody is probably just as hyped as I am, by Mad Troll Hunter. But yeah, you see Vessa standing there.
You're the one that goes Vessa, right?
Well, you know this. You've met me multiple times.
I'm sorry, lass. I'm tired. I'm very very tired. You're a doctor, right?
More of medic, sure.
Can you help him? And he's gonna like hold his brother to her.
What is wrong with him?
I'm not entirely sure. I know that arson asshole guy, Arizona fella, probably tortured him and then left him to hang.
She just grabs your brother by the shoulders and goes, "What are you, tortured little bird?"
What are you doing?
She's ignoring you now. Your brother just goes, "No. You were treated well? No. What is wrong? Throat?
Drinking him.
It is throat, huh? Oh, it is no problem." She just quickly taps him on the throat. You see some energy go into him, and she just like lays him down on the ground. "There you go, little bird. You are better now, probably."
Oh, you alright, man? Like he's leaning over his brother. Like, are you okay? Can you speak?
Yeah. Wow. She's good.
Oh, by the God's breath. You're lucky mom and dad aren't around, or they'd be losing their shit over you some days.
Nah, they'll be fine.
Alright. So you feel fine? You sure? No, nothing else?
I actually feel better than I have in a while.
Well, that's nice. You mind explaining to me how the fuck you got kidnapped?
Just sitting in my room. And then we kept hearing a knocking. I said, "No, I'm good, thanks, go away." And some lady said, "Hey, we need you to leave the room so we can clean it." And I said once again, "Nah, I'm good." And then I heard them walking away, and all of a sudden, turned around, and the window was open, and this four-armed man was picking me up and he kind of tied me up a little bit. Not very well. I don't think that was the point. I'm pretty sure he figured I wasn't going to struggle very much. And then he said something along the lines of, "You're going to be a great teacher." I didn't know what he meant. And then he put a bag over my head, and we literally walked for an hour, which was the worst part of what had happened, because he was moving slow. It was the longest hour of my life. And then he tied a rope around my neck and told me to get up on that stool and said, "I can't wait for you to be a good teacher." And I said, "I don't know what this rope has anything to do with teaching." And then you came through the door a short while later, well, about a day later. Then he gently lifted me off and suspended me from that rope, and I guess I figured out what the lesson was.
Yeah, he's a right prick on that one.
It was actually pretty nice.
Really?
Well, sort of. I mean, he didn't have any care in what he was doing, but he just kept assuring me as long as you weren't stupid that I wasn't going to die, and then I had an impending sense of doom. But he fed me and, let me use the bathroom and stuff. So, I mean, he grabbed me by the leg at one point when I was complaining about the air, and he dangled me out of the window so that I could get fresh air. I didn't complain about the air anymore after that.
No, I don't think you would. Shit.
Spent most of the time talking about how he couldn't wait to get all of his bargaining chips in order, and that he had grand plans.
Did he tell you any of those plans?
I tried to get him to talk about it, but he would start telling me a little bit about how he was going to get some people together, or try to get some people together, so that he could create a plan later, but then he would always get distracted by something, and then he'd leave, and then you'd come back after a little while, and then he'd talk about nothing for hours. I think he was just trying to get me to forget about it, and he never slept. Never ate anything.
I figured as much. Let's see. They think he's one of them mechanical boys from that desert city. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head.
Sidar?
Yeah, that place.
Well, he's got free will, so I don't know.
I mean, there are crazier things to be made. Magic's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, no, he's too smart to be distracted, so I know he was just trying to irritate me.
I agree. Yeah, that seems about sense. But you're sure you're okay? There's no problems with you, nothing?
If I have to be bored like that ever again, I'm going to leap out of a window.
I don't blame you. Hey, at least let you get some alcohol?
No,
Oh, there's the fun of that shit, then.
he said it was worthless dribble.
Oh, now I just don't like him.
Well, from the way he was talking about you, he doesn't like you either. And by he
Oh.
doesn't like you, I just think he didn't like you in the moment.
Oh, shame. But to be fair, nobody likes me.
I tolerate you.
Thank you.
You're less loud than the other one. You are not falling around on yourself like the other one, or leaving hair around, or making me clean things. You're not going to make me clean, are you?
No, it's not my office to clean, so why would I?
Great, I like you already.
Is he good to go, or should he stay here and rest?
I don't know, little bird. Do you want to live here too? Your your poor brother Steven's just looking at you with those eyes like, do I have to?
No, I think he can with me. I'm looking at getting an actual house here in town, so it wouldn't be bad. A little stomping ground, so to speak.
Ugh, too much luxury. I live here. This place is great. Because it is terrible.
I travel. I just want something small that I can, kick my boots off in every now and then.
There are sheds on edge of block.
Oh, those might just be nice.
Little bird to sit in little cage. She just points at your brother.
Oh no! I have something to turn the little shed into something real nice.
No, we could just go back to Dad, right? He doesn't actually hate us.
Yeah, but that's a long walk. And he doesn't like me adventuring anymore. He wants us to get back into the family business.
Yeah, well, Mom and Dad don't understand you, but they don't hate you. It wouldn't kill you or us to go back.
I'm not against it, honestly. I just think I can't leave right now because they'll try to arrest me or something. Who do I care? Look, if you want to go back, fine. Let's go back. I'm not gonna stop you.
Don't they live like 15 minutes from here?
Wait. Oh no, they live like two. Don't they live like they live like 30 minutes down the road, don't they?
Well, yeah, but didn't you walk more than 30 minutes to come and find me? Nobody arrested you then. Didn't your other friends go almost like an hour out of their way? Like a lot, all the time?
But Dad's house is like right on that like zoning law bullshit where it's technically outside the city and technically in the city. That's that stupid crap.
No, it's technically outside of this awful district and and technically in a slightly less awful district. It's the richer side of the district.
Fuck it, why not? If they want to arrest me, I don't know. You know what the fuck's his name? The big dragon asshole and his damn rule. Something about I gotta stay somewhere or I get arrested, blah 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 blah.
I think that was just his men.
Oh, is it just his men?
Yeah, that was just us.
Oh. Yeah, let's go see Mom and Dad then. Why the fuck not? You can go say hi for them. I got something I gotta do.
Sure, I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, just tell them I'm on my way. I'll be there by the end of the night. I have a place I need to see and I have some books to read.
I assume you're heading to Underworld Magic.
Yeah, I wish to speak to my friend about acquiring some spell books and some other things.
It's easy enough. Like, this is a convenient location, essentially. You know,
Yeah.
you're no more than an hour away from everything, and most of the shops are like 10 minutes away, so... And this one is even closer with it being less than 2 minutes, because you just have to go 2 blocks from Stella's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hop, skip, and a jump, and you're there.
Yeah, you'll head there. You'll head there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, literally easy enough. You're before you can even complete the thought, you're there.
Yeah, I'm not at my desk right now, so I don't have my notes. What was the name of this gentleman again?
He has never given it to you.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna walk in. My friend, are you here?
Yes, of course I'm here. How are you, dwarf?
You know, been better, been worse. About the same, I'd say.
Ah, very good.
No, I have to ask this. Do you have any old magic? And I mean old and the strong old stuff.
Old magic. Above game, give me, what is a spell slot here? What's your highest spell slot?
My highest spell slot right now is 6th level.
Okay.
But I have an ability that lets me sacrifice multiple spell slots to cast one slot higher. So technically I could do a 7th level spell if needed.
Okay. And what do you mean by old magic specifically? Like, what are you specifically looking for?
Something with a lot of power that would be like, it's not your everyday cast. Something like the actual spell teleport, or something that would be like maybe a very strong Cobalt Press spell of like destruction and stuff like that, where it's like it's very powerful, it's very strong, and it's either very old or only a specific number of people have it because it's very hard to learn or acquire. The old and the rare shit is what he's wanting.
Sorry about the scene change, everybody, but I don't think you want to watch me scroll through spells here. I've got well over 1,000 of them because I bought the books.
Dude, I just found out that the Cobalt or that Demiplane and Roll20 finally integrated. All the stuff I bought on Demiplane is on my Roll20 now, and vice versa.
The only thing I don't like about Roll20 is you can't search spells by class.
I think you can now.
Let me try it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the new spell with the new compodium and stuff. I think you can do it by like a spell class.
Oh wow, here we go. Wow. Okay, so are you strictly looking for 6th and 7th level spells then?
5th, 6th, and 7th. Those are my levels that I'm really looking for.
What do you have more slots of that might make it a lot easier?
I have the most slots in 5th level spells, and I have 1 slot in 6th and 1 sacrificial slot in 7, basically.
I'll start with 5 here. Oh, this is just... here we go. He just pulls out a book. Well, let's see here. This one contains animate objects. There's Cone of Cold. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have... Oh, it looks like we've got... yes, teleportation, circle, telekinesis, steel wind strike. That's this book. Let's see. Want stronger? I can get you. Oh, there's Chain Lightning, Circle of Death.
Circle of Death. What's that?
Circle of Death. It is. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, it looks like you make a ball. Does lots of necrotic.
Mm. How much will that run me?
Oh. This one's quite pricey. Thinking. Yeah, this is quite a lot. This'll be 1,000 gold flat. I cannot bargain on this one.
And how much gold is a platinum worth again?
Gold is worth 1,000 platinum.
So 1,000. So
1,000 gold. Sorry, yeah, 1,000 gold is a platinum. Whoopsie poopsie.
and you said 1,000 gold for this?
Yep.
Deal. He'll immediately do it. Yeah.
Looks like we have yourself lots of. Oh, let's. It looks like you've got yourself quite a lot of money now.
I do. I'm willing to spend it all if I can get something very good.
The only problem here is when I search up wizard spells, it only shows me from the free, or the basic rules. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Wizard spells from this one. There we are. It doesn't. Oh, it does. Cool. Do you want anything else?
You got any magic items that'd be very useful to a wizard like myself?
Such as?
Something to increase my casting level, or something to give me better protection.
Let me see what I can do. Let's see if this works. Magic items. Dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you bought the books, you should have some good shit.
I'm just happy that it's actually showing me based off of what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah. The new updated thing is so much nicer, dude.
Let's see what I can find you. Can you wield the shield?
I indeed can.
I have the Spellguard shield.
What's it do?
A great question. One that I hope to find the answer to.
I should have made a list for you or something. Like, hey, this is what he's looking for.
Yeah, but, this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. Adds extra protection against the magics. Essentially gives you advantage on saving throws against spells.
No. You got anything like, I don't know, bead, like a necklace of fireball, something like that.
Necklace of... I have one, but I only has 3 of the beads.
That's not useful to me. That's not really useful to me at all.
Got the spell storing ring.
Ooh, how much for one of those?
Oh, they're basically trinkets. I'll walk away from it with 200 gold.
Deal. Let's see. How's the highest level spell I can store in that? Like a 5th, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's very good for me. So it lets me save up so many things.
You're getting into territory where you're going to need fancier stuff.
Yeah, I figured that. That's why I'm stocking up. And then... And I was wondering, this one might be a bit on the higher side. I'm not even sure if you'd have it. I've read, I guess, what would it be? Oh. I don't know if you have this. It was something I read in a book once, so I'm not even sure if it's truly a real thing. But do you know about a cloak? Is this the name of it? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the name of something specific. You ever heard of something known as a cloak of is that the name of it? Hold on, I'm trying to. Sorry.
You're fine.
A cloak of displacement.
Just reading up on it real fast.
Uh-huh. It's a fun one.
This one is going to be 2,000. It is quite almost nearly impossible to make them.
2,000 gold.
2,000 gold.
I can swing that.
Swing it then.
You'll buy that as well.
Another satisfied customer.
And then I have one more thing, if you let me.
Oh,
Do you have like a library, tomes, a research of sort, as someone that I could pay for time to actually get to read and study?
I hate that you wouldn't survive it.
I wouldn't.
I would have to absorb you for a while.
How long is the while?
Oh, however long you'd want to be reading for, but then you'd have to get there.
The thing is, this would pique Arcane Braid so, like, pique his interest so badly. And what kind of knowledge is in there, if you don't mind me asking?
Unnatural knowledge.
I'll give you everything I have if you let me see it. Knowledge of any kind is the most precious thing.
You gamble with your life. That is not anything. You go in there and die, I get your soul. You go in there and live, you get what you want.
Deal.
You'll need this. And he hands you what looks like a flare gun. When you're done, you fire that off and you'll be returned.
Deal. What time would you say it is right now, like endgame?
Right now, for you specifically, since we're rewinding the clock every time we jump to a new person, it would be like, man, you got everything done so quick. It would barely be hitting 11 o'clock.
All right, he'd want to stay at least 12 hours because he said he'd be home like midnight basically to see his dad. Actually, no, he'd stay in there until midnight, and then he'd come out if he survives.
All right, you're good with this gamble.
Yes. If Arcane Braid dies, so be it. This is literally something he would. It's literally my thing. He would literally give up his soul and other souls for forbidden and forgotten knowledge. What do I got to roll?
I have rolled it on my end for the number that I need you to meet or beat. I need you to roll a d100.
Okay, I'm using roll 20 because I don't have physical dice.
Ooh, that could be dangerous. I'm gonna hold on before you roll it. I'm gonna pull it out. I want everybody to see this. This is out of my hands. I want everybody to know that.
If Arcane Braids dies, I might not be back Sunday. I'd have to build a new character. We have to see what would happen.
But I just want everybody to be clear. This has been okayed by both parties. This is no longer on me. This is up to Roll20's god awful system.
Yeah, it is. I could probably use another dice roller, but no, I'm going to use roll 20. I'm not in my house to do this. Alrighty, bud. You ready?
Let me ask you this before you go and roll this. Do you have inspiration?
I don't believe I do not, sir. I do not.
Okay, then
This is
whatever
all
happens,
right.
happens.
What's the number? What's the number? If you don't mind me asking, I got a hit or beat.
Wouldn't you rather have the fun of the anxiety of not knowing?
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit!
Did I die?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Hold
He
on.
stored in the void and he lost.
You hit. You travel for what feels like decades, falling, endlessly falling until you are in this awful greenish black hazy landscape. You see a building in front of you and you're like, oh, that must be it. You dust yourself off, you start to walk, and you see eyes on the right hand side of you. These orange yellow eyes. And you're like, okay, that's not good, but I can manage one. And then you see 2. And then you see 20. Then you see hundreds. And just for fun, go ahead and roll me.
How many I'm taking these with me?
Roll me, yeah, another
D100?
D100 to see how well you do.
62.
You fight for 2 hours till you're down to your. You throw everything that you have down to your cantrips till you cannot move your arms anymore. These things just keep surrounding you to the point that you don't think that there's an end to them, and the worst happens, the fatigue hits. You just keep getting more and more exhausted as finally they stop watching their buddies die. The wall of these hideous 8-legged dog creatures just piling up in front of you and all around you before they just charge all at once and tear you to pieces.
The only thing Arcane would say at the end: knowledge be given me birth, and be given me death. And he died happily.
You know, this is the most Big Bang Theory thing in the world when Raj finds out that he's could possibly go get a girlfriend, so he kills his D&D character off and leaves.
Yeah, the worst thing is I'm basically trying to balance this job and my other job right now because everybody's dicks. It's fucking hilarious though. Well,
Hold on,
you know, that was a good.
let me
Go
stop the
ahead.
music here. Would you like to say anything before you go?
I just uploaded the newest episode of Gold Valley today, folks. Check it out. It's pretty good. I'll be back hopefully Sunday with a new character. I'm either gonna do something new or I might pull something from a different game entirely and revamp them. I gotta see. We're sponsored by Martin Mancini. Check out our other stuff. And hopefully coming soon to our Subscribe Stars, something I've been working on in secret.
Hey, Flame,
Other than that, yeah, what's up,
do you
bud?
want to know what that number was?
Yes, what was it? How far off was I?
It was 75.
Fucking A, you bastard!
This was all RNG.
I know, I love it. And don't get it twisted, folks. I'm not mad. I'm laughing. I'm happy. There's no better way for Arcane Braid to go out than in the search of intelligence. I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. I loved Arcane Braid so much. He's gonna show up in True Realms when we get back to it. He's getting revamped and put in True Realms because fuck, I love playing him.
All right, go get the sleep you need. Everybody else,
All right.
we'll go take a brief. We'll take our brief 10 here because I
I'll
wasn't
probably
expecting to have a player death on the show.
I'll probably message you some character ideas here in a little bit, bud.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Go enjoy the rest of your night.
Have a great night, guys. I hope you all have fun without me. Love y'all.
It's so stupid.
Salute!
This is the
And I owe a trucker $5 because he said I was gonna die. Okay, take care, guys.
See you
Love y'all.
later.
How's
Hence-
it feel, trucker? You're now $5 richer.
When I tell
Hence
you
my
that
gif of Deadpool clapping and it says, "You dumb bastard."
not
All in jest, though.
not at all what I had planned. There wasn't supposed to be anybody getting, unless they were acting like a moron, was not supposed to be in any mortal danger.
You mean like what Flame just did?
I put up that wall specifically because I didn't have anything like truly planned for it. So I was like, well, this is a dangerous guy, so let's roll him.
Let's roll up!
So by the way, I didn't level
Bro,
up.
we spoke like
yet.
6 woods. I said roll up.
You wanna do that quick? I think you have it. What are you going into?
Fighter.
Okay, that's a D10. I'll roll it. You let me know what you got.
I got a 10.
Oh man,
What
I thought I
level?
did good. He needs to level up from last week yet.
Yep.
What level are we supposed to be right now?
12?
Chaos, what level are you right now?
Hold on. I was in a different thing. Pull up sheet. Level.
My thing shows 11. If I did the math right.
11.
11. There you go.
Well, shit. I'm almost positive you got a 6 for me last week.
Well, I can look it up because I sent it to you.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It was a 5.
Oof.
Yeah, we didn't do so good for you last time. I apologize.
And worse things have happened.
And at level 8, I get, looks like 2 things.
Yeah, you. Oh, by the way, keep your 10. I got a 9 for you.
Cool.
But
I get proficiency and an ability score.
Arcane Braid's death is brought to you by who, Trucker?
Martin Mancini.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. When I return, we can get back into it. Oh, come on.
And I'm gonna take a feat.
So, did anybody else see Arcane Braid's death coming or no? Aside from Trucker, obviously.
I was comfortable enough in my assertion to bet on it. Rex. I
Hey,
need you
Trucker,
to
question
not
for you.
be. What's up?
Do you know Warhammer 40k Darktide?
The game?
Yes.
I think I have it. I don't have it downloaded.
Oh, you should download it.
It is fun. If
It's
you
all pro.
can get it, it's like Left 4 Dead, but it's Warhammer. You're up against heretic soldiers that are bolstered by Nurgle.
I could re-download it.
All right, boys, are we
If
good
you
to get?
download it,
Sorry.
Trucker, sorry. If you download the Trucker, you could easily play with me, Sean, and Zach. And we've already got a designated Zealot, a Psyker, and an Ogren. And hell, you can double up into any other class you want. And on top of that, the Ogren class is actually getting overhauled, with the whole skill trees being redefined to be refocused into their respective archetypes, with all the health and toughness skill bonuses that were in the skill tree being devoted to just being part of the character from the get-go. So now
This is
Ogrins can
the
be tanky.
this is the one where you play as abhumans, right?
You can play as yes. You play as an Ogren, a Psyker, a Zealot, and a Veteran. Essentially, a former guardsman, a former priest or fanatic, and obviously a black-shipped Psyker.
I just cannot believe that I have managed to put the kill a player character off feather in my TM cap today. It's not not what I was planning. The 18 Arcane Braids fans are gonna be pissed.
Honestly, I'm just sitting here just chuckling to myself like I cannot believe this shit.
Hey, like he said, that's how he. I mean, he's told me multiple times off screen that if he's willing to kill off arcane braids in the pursuit of knowledge, and I just was like, okay, whatever, and I blew him off, and I learned my lesson. I gotta stop
Yep.
blowing people off sometimes. But on that note, are we ready to get back into it? Where's that? That's the combat song. I want Cozy Tavern. We're switching over to
We
Cozy Tavern.
we went from slightly wholesome, borderline cringe with Elijah to Eldritchian horror with Arcane Brain.
All right, let's switch scenes back to we'll go back to the morning to chaos.
Yes.
Let's get your downtime going.
Yeah, first let's get the little bit with my spade settled. See what can be done with it. Go into the Dwarven district to ask around if there's any craftsmen skilled with magical armaments.
It takes you about an hour because people are you're just not finding the right people, but eventually you do
I
find.
roll charisma to make it faster.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Sure. I've got decent charisma, so might as well. 23.
Yeah, we'll scratch that. It takes you about 15 minutes. It's just one of those things that it's not so much the people you're asking, it's just a hard skill to find. But eventually you do hear of what would be considered a middle-aged dwarf who's getting into the newfangled magic tinkering.
So he's getting some salt mixed in with his pepper.
Yeah, he's starting to lose some color, but he's not he's not deep in the woods yet, kind of a thing.
Greetings, sir. Do you have a moment of time? Do you have a moment of your time available?
I got a moment for customers, sure. How are you?
He'll reach behind him and unhook his spade before holding it out on both hands, present it to him. I've been looking for someone to do some improvements on this weapon of mine. I found it a while ago, and I've been meaning to get it properly tended to by someone who knows their stuff.
He just
And
kind of
you were the one who I was pointed to after a few people.
he just sticks out uh one of his legs, and he takes the spade from you, taps it off of his boot, which is very clearly made out of steel, and then just kind of like spins it around his arm. What do you want? What do you want done?
Uh, I'm looking to improve the quality of the blade and how the weight distribution is handled. While I'd like a little bit of building up centrifugal force to build up a big cut, sometimes getting it to a decent spin speed with how it's weighted currently is a little bit tiresome. And in those 2 seconds in that could cost me in a fight could be my last.
Yeah, all right. You just kind of see him looking at it. Let me think. Come back in. He just is like now tapping it on the ground every once in a while.
How much would it cost exactly? Before we get too carried away. He'll hold out his bag of money.
Well, what kind of... Okay, so you obviously need it to do a little bit better to hit things. Are you trying to get it to do something specific, some sort of element, or...
I wanted to help channel. There's a. Just 1 second. He'll reach out a hand to grasp the handle and cause a brief pulse of his key to go through to light up the network of channels running along the weapon. I want to see if we can improve the way these channels conduct my key
Oh.
to let me unable to, so I can be able to get more bang for my strike, as it were.
Ah. Okay.
I'm willing to pay a decent bit. He'll take out 2 platinum and put them on the counter.
He just he just kind of like makes a motion, like, keep going.
2 more platinum.
He picks up one of them and hands them back.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Come back in 3 hours. 4 hours. I forgot lunch is coming up. 4 hours.
Take your time, sir, and if as my master once told me, you can't, when he was traveling around, you can't rush art, no matter what form it takes. I'll defer to your judgment and let you take your time with it.
Yeah. Oh, I want to do good work. Don't you worry.
He'll give a respectful bow at that and walk out the door.
All right, what's next for you?
Right, put that out the way. I used up my potions from that last battle. Might need to restock a little. He's gonna veer off and go towards where a medicine, where a pharmacy would be, or whatever what the close equivalent would be.
It's not very far away. You passed it on the way to this building. It's just called Ups and Downs.
He'll half choke back a snort of laughter at that, just trying to keep his composure. Okay, I wasn't expecting that for a name, but he'll walk in the store.
You see this really freaky guy behind the counter. He looks to be a half elf, and he does not look very well taken care of. He's got a lab coat with every stain that you can possibly imagine, a piece of clothing accumulating. He's got what looks to be the remnants of a shirt underneath that, and he has a pair of what you could theoretically call pants, but one of the legs seems to have gone missing. And he's got one boot and one flip flop, and he's just kind of like pacing.
Sir, do
Huh?
you have a moment?
Yeah. What do you want? Up, down, up
Up.
and down? Up. How up?
What kind of up do you have?
Go a little up, kinda up, and then we just kind of skip a few and go all the way up. All the way.
Above game, that's 1d 44 plus 2, 2d4 plus 2. I mean, 2d4 plus 2, 44 plus 4, 64 plus 6.
Well, the problem
Then
is he thinks you're talking about buying speed. He doesn't know that you're looking for healing potions.
he'll stop for a second and just hold on. Are you talking about healing potions or something else?
Oh, healing potions. Yeah. Yeah. What were you
My
talking
apologies.
about?
I was trying to talk. Apparently, you were talking about something else, but we're not going to mention that. Healing potions. What kind of ones do you have? I've recently got into a rather tough fight just now, and knowing my luck, there's going to be a bigger one waiting for me around the corner, and I would rather have some assurances I can stay in the fight long enough to see it through, if you know what I mean.
You see him pull out what you assume could be an inventory book, and then you start to smell burnt hair, and his hair is starting to smoke.
Your hair smoking.
Huh? What? He starts like reaching it through this matted, like poofy nest of hair, and he like reaches in and pulls out a lit cigarette and goes, "That's where you were," before putting it in his
Uh,
mouth.
Friend, have you ever considered taking a bath real quick? He's doing his best not to have his nose even so much as crinkle at the unbearable musk
Well,
that's coming off this guy.
that's the thing. He doesn't really smell that bad. You get the sense that he probably just doesn't take care of himself, but he does bathe. He's just a mess. He's a drug
Uh,
addict.
Friend, do you try and keep yourself somewhat clean?
What day is it?
What day is it, actually?
I was gonna let you pick.
It's the 13th. Why?
What is that? No, not the date. I don't care about the date. What day is it? What day is it?
Oh, it's Sunday. Why?
Oh, Sunday. Oh, been. Oh, damn it! It's been a week. We'll get to it later.
Okay. But yes, I need at least four. I need at least as many high-grade healing potions as possible.
High grade, high grade. I've got 2, but they're going to cost quite a lot.
How much is a lot?
Let me answer that question for you as quickly as I can. Okay, this is gonna be frustrating. Oh, it's gonna be about $1,100. $1,100.
He will reach into his pouch and pull out two platinum pieces and 2 gold pieces. I'll take. Was it each or all together?
All together. We're all together.
Okay. 1 platinum and 1 gold.
You need. No. You need need 99 more of the yellow ones.
Two platinum.
Good enough. And then he just, like... You see him reach into something. You can't really see it because it's on a shelf underneath the counter. But he just, like, drops the, He drops the correct change down on the counter. The 99, I believe... Oh, no, it would be... There's 100 in there, yeah. So it'd be... He drops the 99 gold on the counter, and there's some, like, spiders that kind of run off.
Ugh. What's the 11 I already have? That'll put me at 101. Or was it 110? 110.
I was gonna say, you're the math guy, man. I can't help you.
My brain had to stop for a second. It's like, wait, 101? No, 110. Dink! There it is.
After he does that, you see him take, like, a tiny vial of what looks to be blue liquid and pour it directly into his left eye, and then you see him pull out what looks to be some sort of, like, tannish powder from another one and just, like, pours it down his throat.
Ugh.
Haven't done this one yet. Let's see where it goes.
Do you just create whatever suits your mind? Just to see whatever it takes you?
You see him
What it
stop
does to you, I mean?
pacing and goes, "Hello, how are you? What can I do for you?"
Well...
Oh, sorry, I didn't
do you have
see
any
you there. How are you? What can I do for you?
Do you have any high-grade healing potions available?
He just looks down and starts looking around. No.
Have any potions of a lower grade available?
Let me go get him. And he starts, like, walking like his boots are, or like his feet are made out of lead. And you see him, like, getting kind of, like, freaked out by every step, like he's trying to dodge punches. He holds up, like, another smaller bottle of the familiar red liquid.
So only one?
He pulls out another one.
How much does it cost per bottle?
He, like, starts to, like, Slav squat down and just intensely stare, like he's trying to kill the price tag. You sit there for 10 minutes. And he goes, 50.
50 each. Okay. And with the three of us, do you have 3 back there? I have 2 other comrades that could benefit from them. Actually, do you have 3? I have 3. I forgot about arcane braids for a second.
3. He just pulls out 2 more. So for a total of 4. There you go. 3.
Ready? He will put down another platinum.
You gonna spend 1,000 gold on $200 of...
I don't have I only have
that's right.
110 gold.
He just looks at it and goes, shit.
I'm sorry, friend. I got paid recently, and all they paid me was platinum.
He like
Alright,
falls
so...
face forward and just starts crawling towards that same spot on the counter. And he just throws you the chain. He just like gingerly sets the change down on the counter.
Alright, just 1 second. The 2 high grades were 64 plus 6.
I think they're 8. No, they're 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8, gotcha. 8d4.
And then the
Oh,
other little ones that you bought are the standard 2d4 plus 4. Or, yeah, plus 4.
8. And 4. Come on, touchpad. Stupid. Okay. 2d4 plus
4.
plus 4. 4. Burr. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, he's not getting up. He's now firmly on the floor.
Have a good day, sir. He'll just walk out and leave him as it is.
You just hear.
I have a feeling. There's no helping that man. Anyway.
What's next on the Omen Express?
First up on the Omen Express. I think with all of the personal stuff taken care of and out of the way, it's time I go to my little training regimen. First up would be fire, I mean. Omen will be hitting up Stella's to volunteer services and with his elemental manipulation to help the chefs with cooking.
You walk in and Creepy Johnny goes, "You sure?"
Am I lagging or?
What do you mean? Chaos?
Oh.
There he is.
Apparently, I wound up rolling down the volume next to nothing on my headset when I wasn't realizing it.
Yeah.
Sorry
no,
about that.
Creepy Johnny just looks at you and goes, "Are you sure?"
Yes, honestly, the last few days have been a bit mentally exhausting to myself, and I feel like going back to the basics of my own training will help me clear my head and get my thoughts in order.
I've got some bad news. Unless you plan to scrape my chef off the pavement, you're gonna have to find another one for me. Unless you plan to work here forever again.
Do you know?
I mean, couldn't you just go on the street and grab somebody and force them to come work here?
I'll go see if there's someone I can find to help provide an extra chef for you guys. And Omen will, with the aid of, after helping out, getting Lillian's help to set this up, we'll create a small little help wanted poster for Creepy Johnny's, for Stella's, for a cook, and get the flyer set up over a small area around where his establishment is.
You don't even get the first one up before this really nervous looking, like, 18-year-old guy shows up, this human. He goes, "You need help with something?"
Yeah, there's an establishment that I used to that I helped work for that recently lost their cook, and I am helping out as a sense of obligation for them to try and get the word out that they're looking for some new talent.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I want a job. That'll be fun.
All right, come on in. Come on, follow me. I'll show you where the establishment is.
Cool, I got a job.
We'll see if you're able to handle the pressure, kid.
Pressure. In this
And
episode,
Omen will
Omen dooms a child.
he gets stuck into the garbage disposal of doom.
Yeah, you get him in there and you start. Creepy Johnny's trying to get him to learn the menu while you're, tending to the flame.
When the time comes for once the day goes by and enough time has passed and it's time to start taking care of everything, Omen's going to apply the next stage of his elemental basics and use his water manipulation to help help power clean the dishes from the restaurant,
Yeah,
as well as the floors.
you're essentially working the dinner service. It's rough, but the kid actually manages to hang on, even with Creepy Johnny looming overhead and kind of threatening him once in a while.
Omen will be there to sort of give the kid encouragement to keep his head in the game and not let his nerves get to him. Like the moment he sees this starts jittering, he's just gonna poke him and go, "Oi, buddy, eyes on the prize, not on the jitters."
By the time this all finishes up, I mean, he looks shot, but he doesn't look like he's gonna quit.
Oh no, first day of food service sucks for anybody. Ask anybody who does food service. First day sucked.
Yeah, he looks like he's fought a small war, but he looks like he's determined to keep going.
If he looks over at Omen, he's gonna give him a little gratified smile, like, "Welcome to the rush. Welcome to working at Stella's, kid. Where they run you ragged, but a job well done feels damn good."
Yeah, I can do this. My name's Richie.
Nice to meet you, Richie. My name's Omen. I used to work here, and now you're probably taking my spot.
Cool.
He'll hold out his hand to shake.
He gives you an unintentionally weaker handshake, but I mean, he's been
He's just
through
gonna
it.
he's just gonna limp noodle wiggle him.
Like, cool.
It's all. Come on, kid. Let me pull you over to the bar and get you a drink. My treat.
It's not actually your treat. Creepy Johnny says that there's a shift beer.
Right, you haven't gotten your shift beer yet. Come on, let's get you your shift beer. I'll give you a shoulder.
It starts to dawn on you that you guys never received a shift beer ever in your lives, and you don't know where this is coming from, but as he
Wait a
sits down,
minute.
Creepy Johnny does give him a shift beer.
As he looks down at the shift beer, then looks over at Creepy Johnny and go, "Creepy Johnny, why did you ever give us a shift beer? Where did this come from?"
Hey, you guys were of age and I gave you money. He hasn't made his paycheck yet, and he's not allowed to have alcohol.
He'll
Right,
just purse
Richie.
his lips and just stop. You know, I'm not gonna say anything because I know a losing argument when I hear it.
I left a beer unattended, and if old Richie here, he just kind of grins at Richie.
He was already
happens-
halfway through his beer.
Yup. If old Richie here happens to pick it up, then I guess it's gone missing.
Oh well. He'll make a motion of going, oh well, what do you know?
Mysterious beer thieves.
Yep. You'd think they were gnomes. Or dwarves, with how often the beers go missing.
Invisible men. Always stealing my beers.
It was nice meeting you, Creepy Johnny.
You've met me before.
No, sorry. It was nice hanging around for a sec, Creepy Johnny, but I got some stuff to do real quick. I got some other stuff to do to help out, but I hope this kid works out for you. He's got some spunk, if nothing else.
It's pretty late at night. Like, at this point, it would be about...
7 or 8.
No, it'd be like 10. And as you step outside, you just hear, you want to get some dinner?
He'll look around.
Hobbling up next to you is Laura Penny.
I would like that.
Well, come on then. Places will be closing in an hour. We don't want to be putting them out.
No, we don't.
And quit walking so damn fast. I've only got one good leg.
What happened to it, if you don't mind me asking?
When I was a little girl, I was on a farm. Damn mule kicked it in. It's never set right, never healed right.
Do you think a cleric with greater restoration could possibly...
I don't know. Probably not. It's been too long.
I guess there are some miracles even magic can't make happen.
So you're not even going to attempt to arrest me?
Why would I bother? The moment I go to even reach you, you'll disappear into crows and make off faster than I can even touch you.
I'm just seeing if you're paying attention.
He'll just look at her straight out. He'll just look at her straight out the corner of his eye. That isn't to say I'm not ready to strike. That isn't to say I'm not prepared to strike at the moment I need to.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mother or no, you abandoned me in Voldar. I have no connection to you, so I have no hesitation. When it comes to laying a killing blow if need be. As he says that, he'll slowly turn to look at her with both eyes as opposed to just the one.
She's not even looking at you, and she just says, "You sound just like your father."
He'll just snort at that. Yes, he's already made his appearance known on more than one occasion. He'll just continue walking alongside her. The previous animosity that was in his voice completely barren. I mean, just completely absent. As if it was never there to begin with.
She, like, leads you down some streets you haven't been down before, which is kind of nerve-wracking, but you do find a place that just says Mitchell's Diner.
Alright. I take it you know these people, then, if you're willing to bring me down this place.
I'm willing to go wherever I want. Nobody knows what I do.
Very well. I take it you've already got a seat reserved for us, then. If you're willing to lead me down to this place.
No, but it's not very busy this time of night either. Keep the food light. We don't want them to work too hard.
Don't worry. I only plan on getting a beer, nothing else.
It's a diner. There are no alcohols here.
I'll decide what I want when I get there.
You guys just sit at the counter.
So, why don't I just get to the main question and get it out of the way? Why did I get left in Boldar without anyone? What agreement... Number 2, what agreement did you and him have that results in my life being a bargaining chip for you? And 3, what exactly needs to be done for there to be no... for it to be where you and I can turn on him and put him down without him having no more control over either of our lives?
Answer your first question. You're your father's son and I hate him. I didn't care if you lived. I mean, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I really didn't give a shit. Your second question. What was it again?
Shit. My second question... God, why did my brain just shut down on me just now?
I mean, it's very simple. I also wanted to see if you'd survive. And you did. No harm, no foul.
What kind of agreement did you and him come to that resulted in my life being considered your bargaining chip?
None. I have no agreement with him. We hooked up, had a kid immediately. I hate the prick. He doesn't eat. I'm one of the only people he can't control or get inside of or any of those sorts of things. So he doesn't even know. He doesn't know that I'm not working for him. He doesn't know that... Well, I mean, he has his suspicions. But what does it matter? And he doesn't want anything but you killed. The bargaining chip comes after he's dead.
Alright. Then how about this then? How can you help me bring him down?
We'll worry about that when it gets time for it.
Insight.
What are you
Like,
trying
is she like panicking when she said that, or is she just like
Oh no,
deliberately being obtuse?
she's keeping it right down the middle.
Alright, never mind then.
You guys will likely be rewarded. You guys will likely be sent to the castle for some sort of banquet the night before the 3 of them are supposed to hang, and I'm going to free them. And then I'm going to attack you with them, and then eventually I'm going to attack them. It's all part of the game.
So which one's death will be the trigger for your change? Will it be Gentleman, Lundy, or Violet?
I don't know. I'll decide whenever I want to help you. I'm not helping you because I want to. I'm helping you
No,
because I need you.
I'm not saying. I wasn't saying it like. I'm phrasing my statement like I was asking for it. I was saying, will you jump in when you don't have to deal with a bard and his counterspelling bullshit and his counterspelling? Will you prefer to jump in when you don't have to deal with a rampant berserker that's liable to bounce straight at you in your pardon the assessment crippled state, just for sake of going after some easy prey? Or jumping in once the ranger who's liable to whip around and who has liable to keep situation awareness of the whole battlefield, that's bound to have the area become, who won't be liable to shoot you the moment you start shooting back.
I'll decide when I decide. It's getting late. It's time for you to go home. They'll worry about you.
They can worry for a little longer. I still need to take a walk to clear my head.
Have a good night, son.
I'm still not gonna get used to you calling me that.
You don't need to. And we'll rewind the clock. Mark,
What's up?
you climbed up on that clock tower and promptly fell asleep after throwing those flyers. You are still up there after 2 days.
Mm. Hmm. Um. I don't even know what he would do at first. He'd probably just obviously climb down. Maybe he'd probably check in at the main building.
You go to the office and you just see Vessa and all the other guards standing around trying to figure out what to do.
So, I guess what are we doing? What is everybody else doing?
I believe you have day off.
Oh shoot, that's pretty awesome.
We are going to patrol building. Maybe walk around block. Go get something to eat. I don't know.
That sounds cool. I guess I'm just gonna. I guess I can just go see the shops and maybe work on some of my skills. See if I can be a little more athletic. That'd be fun.
You run all the way. Maybe that would give you athletics.
Ooh, maybe I can do some like running on walls and stuff and like some parkour. That'd be pretty cool.
Whatever you say.
Okay, I guess if you need me, just look on top of buildings or something. I don't know.
Whatever. I take care of myself.
Same. And then he'll just, I guess, leave and let's see. I guess he maybe would go try and go to a blacksmith or something, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you find...
Somewhere where he can work on his bow.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean...
And on his way, he would be, you know... If there's any alleyways, he'd be running down the alleyways, maybe doing some parkour just to see if he can. If he can, he would be testing his spider climb, seeing if he can, like, leap from one side to the other.
It's tough, but you are... I mean, with some scrapes and falls, you're able to nail it enough of the time that you think that you can get good at it eventually, but the boots are, or your ability is so sticky that it's hard to get that launching off point.
He wants to try and like, that's what he's trying to work on, is trying to be able to figure out how to, I guess, effectively be able to detach from stuff willingly without whatever hindrance, I guess would be the word. But at the blacksmith, or I would want to try and see if I can upgrade my bow in some shape, way, or form. I think.
They tell you that they can make something happen. Like, what are you trying to get specifically?
I don't know. I'm trying to get like cause I have the basic bow still, and I'm just trying to get a little more damage out of it, out of my regular arrows.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, they just tell you, yeah, leave it here, come back in 2 hours.
Oh, thanks. Do I need to like pay up front, or I guess how much do I owe?
Like 500 gold, man. It's not that, you know. It'll
Oh,
be
I
fine.
I have like 2 platinum and like 113 gold.
He just takes, just looks at you, goes, "Isn't 113? Oh wait, I'm misunderstanding. Give me one of those platinums."
Oh, okay. Here you go.
And then he hands you 500 back. There you go. Come back
Cool,
in 2
thank you.
hours. You're welcome.
Okay. And then so in that 2 hours, yeah, like I said, he's gonna be kind of training his athletics of sorts, but also working on his spider climb ability, trying to master it as best as he can.
Just roll me a general. You won't be able to like up your athletics, but you will be able to learn that skill to control your spider climb better. I would need just like a general. Uh, I would just say like a general dex.
Ooh, I like that. Not bad. 15.
You know at that rate it's going to take you all day, but you also know that you're going to be able to get it, but you're going to have to keep at it.
And yeah, he's gonna be doing that. Might be trying to scare some people if he can. Have a little hijinks.
Is that all you're looking to do?
I think so. I didn't really have much that I needed to do.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Trucker.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you're trying to do?
Not immediately. No.
Well, I mean, we're kind of hitting that, end of the day sort of scenario, so whatever you had planned is kind of what needs to happen.
Oh, all right. Um, After making sure it's exactly the way he wants it to be, he will try to find Lillian.
It's kind of a pain to find her. You're not. It's like you try all of the normal spots where she'd be hanging out, and she's just not there, and eventually you find her just sitting in the foyer that you didn't know was there because none of you guys had ever bothered to look for it.
Weird spot.
Just
I
looks up
didn't
from a
know
book.
this. I didn't know this place had. What do you call this room?
It's a foyer.
It's a foyer.
It's like a place you sit for comfort,
Hmm.
silence, reading, that sort of thing.
And here I am interrupting. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing it for any particular reason.
Well, he just gets right like quiet, like that anxious. Why's life got to be so hard? Anxiety.
You're making me nervous. Is there something you need?
No. I just want to see how your day was.
Well, for the first time ever, I didn't have to do anything, so I guess dull. I think I've wasted this whole day. I think it's gone. She just looks out one of the windows. Damn, it is gone.
But did you enjoy it?
I didn't hate it. Actually, yeah,
Then it wasn't.
I guess I did enjoy it.
Then it wasn't wasted.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'm hoping I didn't waste mine, and then I'll like take a few steps forward.
Just
And
there is, just so that you're aware, it's like 2 couches, a coffee table, that sort of setup.
I'll sit down next to her.
She's not doing that. She's kind of doing that thing where she's not like directly looking at you, but you know, not to be a jerk, she's just kind of like, you know, nonchalantly looking around.
It does seem that it would be a comfortable room to relax in.
Yeah, I don't know who made it, who, you know, did the furniture or picked it out. I can't imagine Jezza did. He has no sense.
Oh, it was definitely not Jesley.
Probably just bought this place and asked them to fill it with furniture.
He probably got somebody to do it for him. He does that a lot.
Well, I mean, he's good at what he does, and he knows what he's not good at, so not a problem. It's just, this is obviously not him. And she just kind of like gestures at the very nice, comfortable couches, the very nice rug, and the very nice table, like an actual regular person kind of cozy room.
No. He tries, though, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's not his fault. Don't think he's ever cared about that sort of thing, which really doesn't matter.
I'm not really used to this level of comfort either, if I'm being honest.
I think he went out to dinner with Miss Eliza. I think he asked her to. I think he's planning to ask her to marry him.
Hmm.
Talking with her, it's been long enough, according to her. So, that should go well.
How long is long enough?
When you know, you know.
Nail on the head, I guess.
There shouldn't be a time limit. I mean, shouldn't be doing it after a month. That's ridiculous, but I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that situation. It doesn't really matter. Whatever makes them happy, as long as they don't end up killing each other, I guess.
Yeah. As long as they can find, some way to be happy, it'll be okay, right?
Guess that's what's important. Find that person that makes you happy and try to struggle through the rest. I don't know, I've never seen it in action before. My mom disappeared after I was born.
That's gotta be rough.
I mean, my dad always told us about her. Assured us she didn't die or anything, she just had to go.
So she's still out there, you think?
Yeah, he always said, if you look up in the sky and see the moon, that she's there watching over you, which I don't know what he means by that, but still can't help myself sometimes. I guess it's nice to believe in something.
Yeah, that does sound like it would be a nice thing to hold on to.
That's all I've got. I mean, besides friends, but you know what I mean.
I'm trying. I'm trying to know what you mean. Well, it might not be exactly the same, but uh, I made this for you, and I'll pull out like a 5x7, block that all day he's been carving a scene into,
Yeah.
and then he painted it, and it's that scene of her looking up at the moon on her balcony. And he's done his absolute best to get like the detail in there just right. And he's inset that emerald at the bottom, and he just kind of sits it on the couch between the two, between them both. I made this for you so you could, you know, have a moon to look at when there's no moon to look at.
You know the very popular Jeremy Clarkson meme where, this is brilliant, but I like this, that kind of motion?
Yeah.
She kind of like gestures at it and goes, "This is wonderful, but why?"
Well, this is so hard. My people have kind of a tradition that we do. We make these things called intention totems, and this is one of those.
What is your intention? It's not like getting
Well,
uncomfortable, but like getting confused increasingly.
I
Let me save you. Please. You've spent so much time saving me. Please let me save you. Just tell me whatever it is, because it'll make it a whole lot easier to understand what's happening.
there. Whenever somebody likes someone, they make one of these for that person, and it's how we say, "Hey, you know, I like you." So if a bear could blush,
I can imagine you're not hiding it, which would save you the further embarrassment of another question.
nope, he's not hiding it at all.
She just puts a hand on yours and goes, "Elijah, are you sure? I mean, you've got a lot going on. I know you're not really over your wife and everything. I wouldn't want you to feel like you have to do this."
I've seen where they are. And I know that if I stay depressed the rest of my life, it won't do them any good. It definitely won't help me. I can't go back to Voldar. I don't want to.
Well, nobody's gonna make you, Elijah, but yeah, I like you too, just making sure that you're sure.
I don't know. It's been hard to process. You can keep it regardless. I made it for you anyway. But like you said, I guess we'll just have to see.
But I don't mean it like that. I am happy I will follow your lead. How's that?
Well, friends care about each other. That's one step. We're there.
I just don't want you... Not... Now she's starting to kind of like lose her words. What I'm trying to say is I like you too, but I know you have, other issues, so I just want to make sure that we're not going for those the brightest star burns out the fastest kind of thing.
No. You understand. I know a lot of stuff has, happened and all that, but I have literally seen where they are. And eventually I'll get there, but I can't get there any other way than living, if that makes any sense.
Naturally.
I was personally told there's no fast tracking this. So if you'd known Sarah, she wouldn't want me to be miserable.
Look, I'm never going to ask you to fully be over it or ever expect to be a replacement, just so you're aware.
No, there's no replacing. That's a disservice not only to them but to you.
I'm just letting you know that I would never expect such a thing.
You won't get it. This is something I've been having to deal with for years now, and I guess you could say making the worst mistake. I didn't even make it. I did make it. She stopped me from making it, but I did make an awful mistake. But that mistake ended up bringing me closure, if that makes any sense.
Don't we all make mistakes? Big and small?
This would have been huge, but we can talk about that at a later time. This is just my way, our way, my way of, working towards something.
Are you standing or...
No, I sat down next to her on the couch.
Okay. She just leans over and kisses you on the cheek. Find something for us to do. And then ask me to do that. That'll be a good first step. And she picks up the totem and walks towards the doorway and just goes, "Good night, Elijah."
Good night.
You see her slowly, just kind of disappear. And then, like, not much longer after that, Jezza appears with Eliza coming through the front door.
Just Eliza, good to see both of you.
What are you doing awake?
Trying not to die of embarrassment,
Well,
but hey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
yeah,
What
same.
were y'all? What were y'all doing?
Getting engaged, says Eliza.
You don't say.
Took him long enough, and she just, like, quickly disappears as Jezza comes into the room and sits down next to you. Where the hell are the others? I hate asking that question.
I haven't seen Braids.
Great.
No, What?
Oh, he just goes, great. When you say you haven't seen Arcane.
I haven't seen Braids. I don't know where Nixley is.
Of course.
I haven't seen him in a few days anyway. Then again, I've been holed up in my room most of the day, so he could have come and gone. I have no idea. Same with Omen. He's around here somewhere.
Nixley, that's when you get home. With your... Now, with the money that you spent, it would be a +2 bow. Or both to hit and damage. Not that you needed the assist on to hit, but whatever. You see a light in a far all the way to your left, and you realize there's been a room there this entire time that you've never bothered to go and investigate, because you guys immediately go up the stairs, and then when you go downstairs, you hook a left to go to the dining room. But now that you're coming through the door, you're starting to see that there's been a whole other room that you've never bothered to look at.
Oh, does this thing grow or what? I guess, what's that room?
As you walk in, you see Jezza and Elijah sitting on the couch.
By the way, Jezza, who did you get to decorate this place? Because it could not have been you.
Yeah, it was actually Eliza's cousin. He's different.
Okay. Well, Lillian really likes the layout.
I should hope so. She's in here quite often when she's not at work.
So are we just waiting on the others, or?
Oh, thank God you're alive.
Oh, I mean, I think I'm pretty hard to kill, and I mean, if somebody really wanted to, I guess they could try, but good luck, I guess.
I mean, we haven't seen you in literally 2 days.
Oh shoot, I fell asleep on the tower after I threw all those post-it notes. It was a nice nap. Or
Omen.
sleep. Nap.
Yes.
This is about when you would come in and you're also seeing the same thing I described to Nixley.
Huh. Alright, let's see what's in here then.
Oh, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. 18.
Kind of instinctively put your hand in your pockets, and you realize there's a piece of paper in there that wasn't there before.
Takes it out and opens it.
It just says, "Whatever you do, do not trust Captain Corporal Jail, Mom."
As if I was ever gonna trust him to begin with. You'll just fold up the note into a little square, press 2 fingers together, and with a light application of fire key, just gets rid of it.
Damn it, you better not be burning things in my house again. Arcane braids.
Nope, that was me.
Even worse. I've told you multiple times.
But yeah, I fell asleep at the top, woke up, decided to go to the blacksmith and get this nice new bow upgraded. It's pretty nice. The string's a little different, but I think
By
it
the
will
way,
definitely help.
Mayor.
Hmm.
Did I manage to get my spade when I was coming back?
Yeah, I'll just say that you had done it kind of in between things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I mastered, well, not mastered, but got better at this a whole spider climb thing that I got. It's pretty awesome.
Sounds like everybody had great time.
Oh, every time is a great time.
I had quite a decent time. Oh, I don't think I told you all the news. You know that fourth individual, the one that was turning into murders of crows?
Yes.
Well, I have good news as to who that person is.
Oh, why do I get a bad feeling about this?
He'll just take a second to look at it, to look at everyone, just to make sure everyone's like, look, he just has their eyes on him. She's my mother.
Oh, great.
Oh, fantastic.
So what you're saying is we can't hurt her.
I mean, considering she's the one who left me in Wuldar, I think she's at least owed at least one solid punch. But I
And
don't
see,
really care either way.
What do you say about like an arrows to the knee or something?
I heard that can land you guard duty for the rest of your life.
She's already have an issue with her leg as it is, Nyx.
I mean, I'm saying, I guess I could go for like an elbow or something.
go for the other leg.
Ooh, yes, I like that one.
He'll
And
just
Omen,
lightly.
I don't mean to be offensive, but I thought I had fucking family issues. What is it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? You mean my father, who is a homicidal maniac, who is more than likely setting up some kind of death game for us as we speak, or my mother, who is using, who is Loki, who essentially left me at Wuldar because she hates my father and sees me as his spawn.
Haha. Omen's super criminal. Born and bred for crime.
He'll just slowly turn a flat look over at Jezza, like, ha ha.
It's time for bed, you guys. We gotta actually work tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure you're
He'll just
excited if you ever show up.
he'll just stand
I'll
up and
show
make a
up.
show cracking his neck.
You guys make it to bed, and quickly, night comes and goes, and you wake up. You have your usual breakfast, and then head off to work together. But when you get there, all of your guards that have decided that they now live in your office are standing outside, and there is a very regal looking gentleman standing in front of them. Robes and a giant scroll in hand. Well, he's wearing these very regal robes and has a giant scroll in hand.
What the fuck is going on now?
I think that guy... Oh, that's the state seal on those robes. That guy comes straight from the castle. And
Wait,
now
what?
you're finally seeing the flag of this nation, which is 4 diamond-like shapes put together. You know, those rhombuses.
Mm-hmm.
And on the upper right hand side is a miner's pick with 3 diamonds over top of it. On the lower right hand side is a pitchfork with a what would be it would be like a pitchfork and like a scythe kind of crossed together but pointed in a downward motion. On the lower left hand side would just be a picture of what looks like a dragon skull, like just kind of one of those ornate dragons on it, and the upper left side appears to be a spear being crossed by 2 swords.
Hmm.
You just hear Vesa go, there they are. Look, now you can stop asking us questions. And the man turns around and goes, oh, splendid. I've been looking all over for you guys.
Shoot, I guess it's a good thing we're pretty hard to find, right?
Nix, I swear, sometimes.
I mean, it is not a terrible thing to be hard to find. It's rather helpful in certain situations.
I mean, it was a little bit of sarcasm because our group is pretty well known and we kind of stick out, but I'm pretty hard to find. Pretty good at slinking into the shadows, if I do say so myself.
Oh, very good, very good. You can tell that whatever you're doing seems to have absolutely no effect on him. You can't bother this man. And he just goes, very well. He unfurls the scroll. By order of His Highness Malekta Sickness, the king of this city of Worm that we all hold dear and serve, has cordially invited the heroes of Worm to attend the 3-day festivity, the great party, followed by the great hanging, followed by prestigious awards for your service of excellence.
So, are we invited to like party or are we invited to like guard the party?
Oh no, you're the honored guests of the king.
Oh, that's awesome.
You will be there tomorrow.
Excellent.
Get all work and other manner of things done before attending.
Oh, that's be lickety split.
Very well. I bid you farewell. And he just starts to leave.
Sure thing, I guess we'll see you later.
Yes, it will be quite nice.
Oh yes, it totally will. It's gonna be totally awesome and totally fun.
He's not the kind of guy that needs the last word, so he just keeps going.
That's fine.
He's
Ugh.
you finally met your match. This guy is not going to give you any.
Oh, you just
No
wait. I
last
can
word
be
for
pretty
you.
darn annoying.
Sorry, Nix, but no last word for you.
It's totally fine. I wasn't trying to get the last word. I was just trying to tell him how awesome it's gonna be.
I don't think he needs to know that he lives there.
I know, but we're gonna be there, so it's gonna just be that much better.
That was the king's royal crier. He sent him here.
In other
Well,
words,
Just be
Nix.
awesome people. So I mean,
Wait, he cries professionally?
Well, not quite like that. He yells very loudly, as he is
See,
Clap.
you said what I thought, and I didn't know if it was right for me to say that.
Clap goes Omen's palms to forehead.
You guys had a town crier once in Vuldar. He did the. He did some announcements for a while, and then mysteriously he disappeared. This wasn't during the reign of the increase of disappearances. He just disappeared one day when you guys were first starting out at Stella's. So,
He
which would
realized nobody was paying attention to him and said, I have a better waste of my time elsewhere.
But with that, a royal invitation, a missing dwarf, love found, and some conflicting, confusing emotions discovered, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oof.
And a death. Don't forget the death.
Yep.
Nobody's forgetting that death.
He dead. The Colonel, where is he? I told you he dead.
And it wasn't even so much a blaze of glory death either. That's the funniest thing to me.
I know. That was a classic case of man's reach exceeding his grasp.
Well,
The mysterious continues to be mysterious.
I don't really have a topic for this one, so I mean, if we
Uh,
yeah, I truly don't have a topic. I don't even know where to begin.
Chaos, there's a Wild West war bond on Helldivers.
I got
yeah,
here.
I saw that.
I've got a
Um,
I've got a great topic. Actually, I've just come up with this as revenge for Mark constantly irritating all of my NPCs. I'm going to have every one of you ask Mark when his child will be born, and he will have to answer that question 3 times. And I want a title suggestion.
Wow.
Mark, you can do whatever you'd like.
wow.
You get a free space today. Chaos, ask Mark your question, and then give me a title suggestion.
Mark, when is the baby born? Also, title suggestion. Mark, when is the baby born?
Well, we're due April 14th.
Nice.
Oh,
Chaos, do you have a real title suggestion?
Yeah. Revelations.
Ooh.
I like it. I don't want to burn Mark's free space yet, so we're gonna do this out of order tonight. Trucker, ask Mark your question, and then give me
I
a title
really,
suggestion.
Mark, I really hope your kid's not a procrastinator and waits 6 days.
Right.
But hey, Mark, when's the kid coming?
Hopefully either April 14th or maybe
Now
a few days sooner.
Now you've made him nervous.
Do it.
I'm fine with I mean, not too much later, but like
Yeah.
somewhere close.
You don't want your kid sharing birthdays with, random historical figures we can't name.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Couple people in a different country's uncle.
Huh.
Guy who was
Yeah, I
really
forgot about that.
yeah, a guy who's was such a dirtbag and was so bad at art that we had to psyop a bunch of hippies into making it a stoner holiday.
Could be anyone.
Revelations is a pretty solid shout.
I will also echo Revelations to make it for 3. And hey Mark. Hey Mark.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
When is your son gonna be born?
Somewhere around April 14th is what we're hoping.
Okay, dope. All right,
Yeah.
Mark, your title suggestion and your free space.
Just round it
Title
out and
suggestion.
ask yourself.
I like Revelations.
That's the first unanimous title suggestion we've gotten.
And then, I mean, the only thing to add on is we had our baby shower yesterday, and it was pretty nice. It was pretty good.
That's
Got a lot of
spectacular.
shit.
All right.
Now, like, semi-serious question though. Do y'all have a list of names?
Yeah, that's a great
We already
one.
have the name picked out.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, you already
If
got a
you're
name?
if you're
Yeah.
if you're not comfortable with like sharing it over the air, you can just drop it in Discord.
I mean, I don't care. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but we're going with Noah James.
That's tight. I like that. Unironically, that's really good.
It was either that or Liam.
I think you guys got it right on the head on the first one there. And could you share your child's social security number and his mother's maiden name
no.
real fast?
Mm.
I want to buy a car.
Hey, just make sure you buy American. That way it can be a tax write-off.
Make sure you teach your kid how to write really young so he can sign off on a couple of loans.
Just make sure he gets really good at the connected letters.
All right.
Right.
On that fraudulent note, have a good night, everybody. Adios.
Peace out.
Have a good night, everybody.